We shall never forget the solidarity, sacrifice, and selfless support we received from our brothers and sisters in Africa in particular, and from freedom-loving nations outside of Africa. We had a successful transition in 1994 and began building a new, united, democratic, non-racial and non-sexist and prosperous South Africa. We developed a model constitution which includes a Bill of Rights. The constitution also incorporates socio-economic rights to promote access to basic services such as water, quality education, health, housing, social security, and others. It also enables the establishment of institutions that promote democracy and the rights of citizens, the Chapter 9 institutions.
Recent incidents of xenophobia in our country was overshadowed by the resolve of all South Africans to stand up and say, not in our name. This is not the image of South Africa. A South Africa which works side by side with their fellow African brothers and sisters to achieve her freedom in 1994. It can't be the same South Africa which would be said to be hating other people. There are no foreigners in Africa. From Cape to Cairo, if you come in any of the country in this mother continent, you are an African. All of us are Africans before we are South Africans.
For more on Freedom Day celebrations, we cross live to our contributing editor, Vuyo Mvoko, who is at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. Vuyo, can you give us a wrap of proceedings at the Freedom Day celebrations?
Well, thanks very much, Tabile. Yes, indeed. It's the last part of today's program, essentially being the entertainment part. In the hall in front of me, there are people there listening and dancing to the music that is playing, something that's going to continue for the next few hours while VIP guests are being entertained to some food and drinks in the hall behind me. But certainly something that will get a lot of South Africans talking will be the president's speech. I mean, clips of which you played there, but also what the minister responsible for arts and culture had to say. In essence, really driving home that message that says no to xenophobia. We should stop that, and each and every South African should do their part to make sure that we do not slip back to the events that we saw over the past few weeks. But perhaps more importantly, President Jacob Zuma saying the government is also doing its part to make sure that those things that are in or within its control, among them the creating of jobs, among those things ensuring that young people who could be abused by people who have other motives, who could take our young people who don't have jobs, whom they know are frustrated about a whole range of things. He says his government is promising to make sure that the young people are taken care of under the umbrella of our National Development Plan. The government will be making sure that it attends to the issues that are within the reality of what it can do. But what he also said was that as a member of regional and continental bodies like SADC, like the African Union, there again the government is going to ensure that it raises those issues that force a lot of people to come to South Africa when in fact they could be and should be staying in their countries where they could be eking out a living. So I'm sure those things, together with internal politics, I think there are no prizes for guessing that he did also feel strongly about what is happening in Parliament, particularly the role that has been played by parties like the EFF recently. He feels that those issues need to be attended to as well, and that the scenes we've been seeing in Parliament should not be seen again. So lots to talk about, and I'm sure a lot of people will be picking up on those issues. It's back to you, Tabile.
We'll have to leave it there for now, Vuyo. Thanks for the update. That was our contributing editor, Vuyo Mvoko, who is at the Union Buildings in Pretoria, where Freedom Day celebrations are currently underway.